Right, so we're ready to move on to tweens. Tweens are really cool, they're really exciting, and they can also go wrong really fast, so we're going to have to be careful with this. But the first thing we're going to look at is called a shape tween, and it's really neat, it looks impressive. In the reality of it, you would almost never ever use them. If you see a shape tween, then you know you're dealing with someone who doesn't use Flash very much. But here's how it works. I'm going to make an object, so I'm going to start with a rectangle. In this case, I have a red rectangle with a black stroke. I'm going to draw it on the left side of the page. So I would like you to do the same thing. Start with a red rectangle, draw it on the left side of the page. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to, say, 60. And we're going to hit F6, which creates a brand new keyframe. I'm going to then delete the rectangle. And I can do that in several different ways. One, I can double click on it, obviously. Two, I could click on the keyframe itself, which will select it. Or three, we could lasso it out. It doesn't matter to me how you do it, but we're going to select it and we're going to hit delete or backspace on your keyboard. You will notice that we have a keyframe here that's black. We have a keyframe here that's white, which means that this one's empty. To do the shape tween, I'm going to choose a different shape and a different color. Let's say green. I'm going to draw it on the right-hand side. So again, I'd like you to do that as well. So we're going to draw a red rectangle on the left-hand side. On frame 60, we're going to delete it. We're going to hit a keyframe, delete it, make a circle on the right-hand side. And then this bar in between is called static. And basically what it's doing is repeating everything from frame 1. So frame 5 looks like 1, frame 20 looks like 1, frame 50 looks like 1, until we get to 60, and then it changes to this. Now to introduce a tween, what we do is we select anywhere on the static, and you'll see a blue bar pop up, and if I click and hold, I can select a shape tween. And a green arrow appears, and now I have an animation that looks like this. So tween literally means between two keyframes. And that's how you set up a shape tween. So what I'd like you to do is set up your own shape tween. For every tween, you must have a brand new layer. So I'm going to hit the new layer, and then I'm going to start with a new object. It would be very wise of you to turn off layer 1 so you can concentrate on what you're doing. So in this case, maybe you want to try maybe starting with a circle somewhere else. And then you're going to hit F6 on 20. You're going to delete the object, whatever it was, and then draw a new object. Maybe I'll just do some scribbles. Select the static, click and hold. Your second object now will be shape tween. And so now we have that. Turning into that, if I turn on both layers, I now have 2. So what I'd like you to do is make a third layer with a third shape tween object. And then we'll go from there. All right, good luck.